Greetings and salutations, my little chickadees. This is Bunny. Hi, Bunny. Hi. Your internet psychic, medium, astrologist, and friend. Just clearing out the energy here because we're going to do a very special reading today. I wanted to do something special for you. We're going to do a past life reading. But, we've all had many past lives, some more than others. But there's usually some sort of a pattern that we have when it comes to past lives. And what I want to do for you is for you to understand yourself a bit more, connecting with your past lives, that things that maybe karma that you're still carrying on from your past lives, anything that wants to come through on regards to your past lives that were very significant for you, that are impacting you today, or anything that your spirit guides would like to know. Okay, so we're gonna do that. So as you know, we love to be cozy here, so get yourself a cozy spot. It is summer, but even though it's summer, I do like to stay cozy, putting on my candles and my incense. Yeah, so take your time in picking your pile. If you feel drawn to listen to more than one pile, you are welcome to do that. But try to limit it to two, otherwise things can be information can get a little wired, okay? So grab your hot chocolate or your drink, whatever you want to drink, your iced tea or whatever, and I'll see you in a bit. Hi, group number one. Welcome to your reading. So, before we get started, I would like for you to take a deep breath for me. I will count you in. And while you do that, I would like you to please mentally, first of all, have an open heart, have an open mind, and mentally give me permission to let me enter into your energetic and auric field. I don't take these past life readings lightly, so I would like to really connect with who you are. And we're gonna go ahead and take 3 deep breaths. You're gonna go ahead and breathe through your nose and release through your nose, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and count you in 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it and release slowly. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it in and release slowly through your nose. And one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it in and release through your nose. Slowly. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start channeling your energy of who you are, group number one. I had to restart your reading because I was getting this really weird, creepy interference. So I decided to close and cleanse the energy here and start again. So we're gonna do that. Okay, using less dice as well. So for group number one, no way. All right. It's interesting because it's like I mean it was already destined, you know. I'm starting over, but I got like very similar charms and placements when it comes to the Astrodice. That's really crazy. Okay. That's so crazy. Oh my gosh. So, group number one. So, there's something about your North Node that I feel that is connected to your past life, even though your South Node in your birth chart represents your past life. Your North Node is your life's purpose. That's what you're supposed to be in this lifetime. But somehow your North Node is connected to your origins, I feel. So, we do have Taurus here, and Taurus rules stability, basically. You know, it's in the second house. We do have the second house here, so the house of values, of income, about who we value, what we value. And I'm sorry, this isn't an astrology class, but I do like to teach you a little bit here and there in the process so that you can understand what we're looking at here. So somehow I feel that you are very gifted in either it's like music or talented in music somehow, or something about healing and medicine. It's like we have two different energies. Like we have a cat here, and to me the cat is like isn't just a cat. It's the cat represents intuition, secrets, or magic at times, and protection in the tarot. So that's the way that I view the cat. But I'm looking at the first house, and I'm also looking at the sun, and I'm looking at Aries. So it's like there is some sort of something like an important role, like a leader, or just someone that oh, my cats are talking now to somebody. I don't know who. So group number one, I feel like your presence, oh yeah, definitely. Your presence is like as soon as you enter a room, you feel like all eyes are on you. Okay, if you don't feel that way about yourself now, then this is something that's definitely from your past life. Especially if you feel like that's the contrary, because usually our past life, which is our south node, it's the complete opposite of what our north node is. So, you know, two different energies, complete opposites. So this could be either representing you now or something that was represented to you in the past. The north node is usually a lot more difficult to accomplish. It's like that's what we're supposed to strive for. The south node is something that is easier for us. It's easy for us to accomplish as well. And as well as the first 30 years of our life, we will be living our south node most of the time. And after that, we will start pursuing our north node. Excuse me. Sorry. Huh. Oh my goodness. I sincerely feel like you guys are healers, or somehow you used herbs or like flower magic or flower healing, um, plants to heal. Something's going on with my throat. I can't speak. It's interesting. I wonder why. Group number 1. Okay, so I do feel like since we do have Taurus here, Taurus is ruled by Venus. You know, Venus is the planet of beauty, the planet of pleasure. This could be like either one of two things. Like you're either someone who's probably like you're really hot, or like, you know, like really beautiful. You might have been someone who's been told that there could be something round about you, like maybe you have a round face, or you have plump lips, or you have large breasts, or you have a curvy body. Maybe you're more on the thicker side. But we do have, like I said, we have Taurus that rules music. And we have a woman here that's holding a harp. A harp is something that's very, to me, it's very ethereal. It's very magical and majestic, celestial, angelic. And we do have an angel here. It's like you guys are an earth angel, is what you are. You're an earth angel. You know what I feel for you? Group number 1, that sometimes you guys trigger people with their insecurities. It's like you come into people's lives and their lives suddenly, they get better. Their lives become better somehow. Like as soon as someone enters your life, like they suddenly get lucky. It's like your energy heals them. You heal people with your energy just by being around them. Like suddenly these people start having a good luck, and or like, you know, they start to glow up. I feel like you guys bring out the best in people, and you probably are the type of people who tell others what is so great about them. The things that you value in life are not material. I feel like you've been blessed. You've been blessed with beauty. This can either, you know, I do feel it's physical beauty. I'm looking at the first house here, and Taurus. So Taurus risings are usually very beautiful. Venus risings are beautiful. Beautiful people. So you might also be someone who really loves everything that's connected to pleasure. You know, like sex, food, smells, clothes, styles, aesthetics, like everything that is beautiful. Like you love it. You love beauty, but you love it because that's what you are. You are a beautiful being. You know, whether you see yourself as beautiful or not, like you are someone who's very beautiful. You can either just be very beautiful like on the inside. I'm not saying you're ugly or anything, okay? I'm just saying that sometimes people's beauty from the inside shines through them, you know? It reflects on the outside. It's so funny, there's so many butterflies here. So like maybe butterflies could be of relevance. You know, group number 1, you might have also been a late bloomer. I feel like a lot of people look up to you. So I'm connecting with your energy, with your present energy, but also I'm connecting with the one from from your past life. I just feel like you've always been this person somehow. For some of you, like maybe you connect with Greece, like the Greeks, and for others of you, I'm picking up like maybe China. It could be like Chinese or even Japanese for some of you. Oh, well, here we go again. Hope you didn't have to see the my head, but you probably did. Okay, so we're getting a lot of places here. And you know what? I wouldn't doubt it a single bit that you guys were travelers, because we do have Jupiter here. And when I previously had rolled out the dice, I had gotten the ninth house. So it's not a coincidence. You know, Jupiter rules the ninth house, the house of travels, of long distance travels, of spiritualism, of freedom, of higher education, learning. So I don't feel like you were someone who was in one place. So you were probably someone who is really into a lot of culture, like different countries and languages grab your attention. Oh, something just. I'm gonna have to look at the video and see what was that. Something. It was like someone just kind of like blocked the light. That could have just been for me, but Oh, okay. So I'm hearing hiding. Okay. So maybe some of you guys were hiding, like spreading some sort of a truth. And I feel like it is related to healing and showing people what they can do or who they can be. Yes, I'm like looking at this. Oh, that's interesting. I'm looking at the purple here in this card. I'm looking at the purple. You know, the purple is the crown chakra, is like enlightenment, you know, like realization, clarity, giving people truth. And then we have the blue in the background. It's like the throat chakra. The throat chakra. So something about your voice. You guys were messengers. You either were musicians as well, like you were singers, or something about your voice. It's like you guys were spreading some sort of a truth, and you guys were constantly traveling. So I would not be surprised, group number one, like if you guys are really into or not like super into, but you know a lot about like different cultures, religions, you know, you're into like trying different kinds of food. Like you're not just like, solo me gusta esto, like I don't like this. Like you like to try new things. You really enjoy trying new things, listening to different kinds of music. Like you don't stick to just one kind, like you like to listen to other kind of music. So I'm also seeing like Egypt could be like a big thing for you. Native Americans as well could be a thing for you. And I see you as someone who's very solitary. um, like you were a very wise woman. So maybe for you, group number one, something that is connected to your past lives that you might relate to today is like maybe you're someone who spends most of your time single. Like you're not really like you might date, but it's like you're not really into a committed relationships because you haven't really quite found the one that understands you on a deeper level. I feel like you're seeking someone who understands you on a spiritual level. You were a dreamer, a wanderer. Like you're always thinking and imagining going overseas. It's like you had to leave your family behind. You had to leave your friends behind. It's like you were very lonely. You didn't really have a tribe. It's like you would meet people along the way, but since you were always traveling. Voice, shut up. Oh my god, I'm just looking at this right now. Share your voice. Answer the call. There's something about your voice. I know it. There's something about your voice. It's like you either used your voice for healing. I'm hearing for some of you, like you used sort of like nature and you used some sort of nature, like either flowers, plants, herbs, and sounds. So the sounds could come from your mouth, from your voice, like either singing or chanting or something. But it was like occult knowledge is what I feel like. Occult wisdom. Occult wisdom. The healing that you brought. You showed people the truth in themselves of who they were, of who they could be. No way! I'm getting chills right now. Look, we have realization right here. And then we have the 3 at the top. And this is really crazy. And somehow this looked like wings for me, but I don't know what that is. It looks magical though. They kind of look like wings, what she's got on her back, but they're like little stars or something. It's like you guys were earth angels. You've always been an earth angel. Your mission here is to be a leader in some sort of way. This could either be just exposing yourself, like sharing knowledge, sharing something, sharing either healing knowledge or being a healer. Messenger. Teaching people how to heal themselves. Look, we have the 6th house at the top. The 6th house rules the health in astrology, and we have the self-love, and look how she's got flowers in her hair. Like you might be someone who really loves flowers or like really loves nature, like loves it. Like you would much rather be somewhere out like at a lake where, you know, there's a cabin and, you know, having like a little picnic there in nature, going into the woods, the mountains, snow. I'm seeing you'd much rather do that. You'd much rather be out in nature than be connecting with people like at parties. Like I don't feel like you're really the type to like to go and party or to drink your butt off, you know? There's some calmness about you, but also so much strength and wisdom. Power, look, power. I feel like you guys are healers. You see how there's like gold just releasing from her hands? It's like magic coming out of her hands. It's like healer energy. And I don't know, dude, I really do feel like you somehow taught people how to heal themselves. You taught them who they were. Who they were? War. I was just about to say war. War. Why did I say war? Spirit. Oh, okay. I know why I said that. I feel like maybe your way of thinking could have been controversial when it came to like what your parents believe. Like it probably is very, very different um, belief system. And this is something that's been with you for a really long time. Like you've always been the black sheep, group number one. You've always been the black sheep, and I feel like you guys were late bloomers as well. Like you probably were someone who was like bullied when you were younger. You're just kind of an outcast, kind of a loner. Um, you weren't exactly like the beauty standards when you were growing up, but you were a late bloomer. Blake is coming here, so maybe Blake Avenue or something with Blake is of relevance to you. Mm. Or blank. Like you weren't really much of a talker. I feel like you were mostly kept to yourself, but you knew a lot. Like there was a lot going on in your mind always. You were always thinking, always imagining, always creating in your mind. So some of you might actually have the ability to escape to other worlds or to other dimensions. Um, Maybe for some of you, when you were kids, you had this ability to connect with other beings from other places. But, ooh, I'm also hearing that, oh my gosh, whoa, okay. I'm also hearing for some of you that if you ever felt very nostalgic at night, like when you look at the sky at night, some of you might be like night sky watchers, like myself. Like you like looking at the stars, looking at the night. Like if you ever felt really nostalgic, I'm having trouble speaking, dude. I don't know why. It's like someone was trying to shut you up. Ooh, ooh. I can't get used to that when the spirits and stuff touch me. It's like so weird. Yeah, but sometimes they do that so they can confirm certain things. And somebody was trying to shut you up. Whatever it is that you were sharing, it was prohibited. It went against religions. It went against what people thought, because it meant that people were going to step into their power, and this was prohibited. you enlightened people about who they were. But what I was saying was like, if you guys ever feel nostalgic when you look at the sky, kind of like you don't belong here. That's true. Sorry. That's true. That's because you're not. You're not either from this world or you've just lived too many lives. Too many lives. And this life has probably been the dullest life that you've lived. And I'm saying dullest because you did a lot of the work that you had to do in your other lives. You went through a lot. You were, and I'll just tell you now, like you died alone. I'm seeing you like, and what I mean by that is like you didn't have a partner. You didn't have a love partner because your mission was so important to you that, oh, we have a visitor here. It's Nacho. And she never comes up. She never comes up to the readings. Never. Oh, they're so cute. I even lost my train of thought. It's like, I don't know, I really do feel like you guys you might be keeping a lot of secrets as well, because this was part of your life, keeping secrets. So maybe there's like a lot of dark secrets from your life, like from your childhood, maybe some bad things that happened to you that you haven't told anyone, or you've hardly talked about it. And learning how to love yourself and grow from that. I'm definitely feeling the freaking Mercury retrograde stepping in. I'm serious. I'm sorry, but yeah, there were some things that you had to live in this life. Things that you had to live in this life to learn that pain. Learn that pain in order to evolve somehow, spiritually, heal some things. But yeah, I'm seeing you like, at least in your previous life, a very long time ago, you died alone many times. You died alone many times. You were in most of the lifetimes, you died very young. You died very young, group number one. And I don't want to get all creepy and stuff, or like, I don't want to make this weird, or I don't want to trigger you. If death and depression and all that is a soft spot for you, like if that triggers you, just click off. Click off. Okay? I don't want to trigger anyone. Okay? So if you're still here, I'm gonna proceed. But I feel like maybe depression has been like a thing for you most of your life. Like thoughts of suicide when you were younger. Like maybe right now you're older and maybe you don't think that way anymore, but at some point, like when you were younger, maybe like during your teenage years, you might have really thought about suicide a lot. Like you might have been really depressed, and sometimes you might have correlated it to the way your living circumstances were, like your life and things that happened to you. But for others of you, I'm hearing that you didn't really understand, or you couldn't really gather the reasons why you were so sad, so depressed. And this is because it's connected to your past lives, because you died at a very young age every time. More towards your your earlier lives, you were a very wise woman and you did die at a more late age, like around, I'm hearing late 30s, early 40s. And that's still young, but back then it wasn't as young, you know? But in most of your lives, you died very young. So that is why you always felt like you wanted to die when you were young. It's like the patterns repeated themselves. Okay. I think that's all I'm picking up for you. But there's something that doesn't let me go yet. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Let me see. Mm. Mm. So, group number one, what I'm seeing here is that in this lifetime, part of your mission here or your life lessons is going to be having to put your guard down and learning how to trust people again. Because you might have been someone who was like either discriminated, treated unfairly, someone who was judged either by your looks or your upbringing, someone who's very misunderstood. Like maybe even your own parents judged you or did not try to understand you. Might have been someone who was like very shy, very empathic. I'm definitely picking up empath. Like you guys are empaths. And some people might think that you actually cold because you've kept to yourself a lot or you keep to yourself a lot. Um, you might like to spend a lot of time alone. But I think that deep down you guys are actually very caring and very empathic. And you know what? I feel like you are meant to, part of your life's mission in this lifetime is to stand up for the underdogs, for all of those people who were misunderstood, all of those people that were treated unfairly, that horrible things happened to them when they were younger growing up, people that were discriminated because they were different or because they act different, or people who just are different, you know you are meant to help those people, to show them that those qualities, because they are qualities, are what make them cool. That's what makes them different from everyone. And it's actually a superpower. Intelligence, philosophy, like you guys might be into that. Huh. I also think that you guys are funny. I do feel like you guys are very mercurial. Um, we have Jupiter here because, you know, Jupiter, when you have Jupiter in the first house, and I think first house because I'm looking at the sun and I'm looking at Aries, and all of these, you know, are very kind of like look at me kind of energy. I'm looking at the first house here. Like, if you have Jupiter in the first house, you're someone who's very intelligent, Mercury energy, you know, very into like philosophy, religion, very studious. You like to study a lot and learn about different types of topics. And maybe it was hard for you to speak up for a long time, to speak up on how you feel and what you think, even though you do think a lot. See, my throat chakra keeps blocking, and it's like people were always trying to shut you up. They're always trying to keep you quiet. And maybe you felt like you couldn't express yourself your whole life because it was like useless or something. Like people didn't get you, they didn't understand you, they didn't try to. I'm also seeing 3, so like maybe you have 2 friends, like 2 very close friends. You always had like a team of 3. That could be of relevance to you. Like your soul family is a group of 3. But anyway, I hope that gave you guidance, group number 1. I hope that you learned something today and that you look into these things that I mentioned. Hope you wrote some things down to look into your past. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you on the next one. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So the way that I would like to do this is, first of all, we're going to do some deep breaths. We're going to do 3 deep breaths through your nose and exhale through your nose as well. And it's important to have an open mind and to have an open heart and to not have any expectations when you do tarot readings. This is a very special reading, so I would really like for you to, while you were counting in the breaths in your mind, that you give me permission to let me enter into your energetic and auric field so that we can channel the messages as best as I can. And you're gonna have to excuse me because I'm stuttering a lot. I mean, usually I have it's not like I'm trying to affirm this, but it's like the truth. Yeah, I kind of struggle with my speech. I struggle. I repeat things. I stutter. It's just, you know, that's just me. I'm such a nerd. I'm like a geek. I'm a dork. But actually, I don't think it's a bad thing, to be honest. I'm okay with that. I'm very mercurial, so I'm nerdy. Okay, so what I want to do is, like, I want to connect. Oh yeah, we're gonna count in first, okay? So I'm gonna count you in your breaths, and I'll let you know when to release. All right? So we're gonna count 5 in. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold that in. Release through your nose, gently. Another time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold that. And release through your nose. Softly, gently, relax. And one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold that. And release. Excuse me, my cat is being weird. She wants attention. All right, so if you want to go ahead and turn on your favorite candle or an incense to cleanse the energy, you can do that. So let's go ahead and get started. My Astro Dice and my crystal ball, as you know, to pick up on your energy. Interesting. You know what I noticed? I'm sorry that I'm going to talk about this, about me. But when I watch some of my videos, I noticed that I'm a little aggressive when I throw the cards, or, you know, my movements are a little aggressive. So I'm not angry or anything, you know, just so you know. I used to have a friend that she used to tell me that I was aggressive. She was like, geez, you're savage. She would tell me the way I would pick up things or give things to her. Like, she used to say I was aggressive. But I didn't notice that. And don't ignore those screams in the back. My cat she just wants attention. Okay, so Nacho. So some of you might actually have Pisces placements in your birth chart. You know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars placements with Pisces. You might be like a Pisces rising. I'm saying you could have Gemini placements or air placements. So you could have air placements, water placements, or even earth placements. I'm not seeing fire though. So Taurus, Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius are coming up here strongly. So you might have these placements or these qualities. Okay. So some of you might be like into Hello Kitty, or you might have like a very childlike way about you. Like you might be someone who's like, ooh, I just heard daddy issues for some of you. So you might have some daddy issues. You like to be treated like a princess, not like a queen. You like to be treated like a princess. Like you like your hair being brushed by your significant other. You like to be cuddled. You like forehead kisses. I'm hearing for some of you. I'm also seeing the color pink. So yeah, you guys, you might be like very into like that, like Hello Kitty, by Melody, Kuromi, like all those Sanrio characters. You might be into that. You might be someone who likes to play around with makeup as well, or you paint. You like to paint or color, paint, draw. Oh, very, you know, that's very Piscean energy. So artists, you guys might be artists somehow, or you like, somehow you use your imagination to create art. So this could come in the form of writing as well. We do have Gemini here. So maybe the way that you present yourself is sorry, give me a second. I just think you guys are really sweet. Or you might really love sweets as well. Like you might have a knack for like sweet tooth. You might love desserts a lot, like cake and ice cream and, you know, just all those yummy desserts. Like me too, so no judging. Okay, so the South Node is coming up here, so there's definitely something very significant about your previous past life, or your South Node is your past life, you know. So it's whatever was comfortable. So you might actually have these placements in your South Node. You might have Taurus, Pisces, Aquarius, or Gemini in your South Node in your birth chart. For some of you, Mm. Why am I getting that? I'm not picking up on, horses. So maybe horses could be of relevance to you somehow. Horses, people might view you as someone who's like you're either very like courageous, like you're very brave and strong, but also like muy fantasiosa o fantasioso, fantasiose. Like you're really into fantasy or like the dream world. I feel like you're always dreaming. You're always in this fantasy state. Very Neptunian energy. Let's get some cards here to get clarification on who you were, who you are. How is that somehow correlated to who you are? I'm telling you, dude, like freaking Mercury retrograde beats my ass so hard. I have so much Mercury energy in me. You have no idea how mercurial I am. Okay. Alright, so Holy Spirit, group number 2. What is relevant in your past life and this life? You guys are old souls. Old souls. You probably feel that. You guys probably feel that old soul energy. Like you've probably even said this, like, I'm just like this 80-year-old lady living in this young body. Son señoras. On the inside, son señoras. Maybe for some of you, you are señoras. And that's cool. That's cool. Water energy. Yeah, I was like, why am I getting that? And there's something here about the water. So you might be someone who's really drawn to the water. Or the rain, I'm hearing for some of you. This is interesting. Okay, so group number 2, I feel like you have been someone who has had to comfort yourself a lot. Like, I feel like your whole life, you're probably someone who had to comfort yourself. You might be someone who's actually avoidant as well. And please excuse my chair. She's part of our reading, okay? She's gonna creak. She's a creaker. So, excuse her. But, you know, we're grateful for her because she gives me a place to sit. One day things are gonna change for us, though. I feel it. It's coming soon. I'm gonna have a better chair soon. What was I saying? Yeah, I feel like somehow you guys always had to get yourselves out of tough situations. You might be as well someone who's not very good at asking for help. Like you always try to find a solution to things on your own. Yeah, like you don't share when you're going through a bad situation, but you'll share it after you're done, like after you're out of it. I feel like you guys are really wise. I love how there's a childlike way about you. Like, you guys get really excited about things that you love. Like a child. Like a child when they get a new toy or like an ice cream cone. Like, that's how you are when something cool happens to you. Like, that's how excited you get about things. Like when there's a movie that you want to watch that you've been waiting for and it's finally at the movie theaters and you get so excited and heaped up, and you might even be the type to like get dressed up for the movie, or you know, you're really into themes maybe. there's like a childlike energy about you, but it's interesting that, I mean, I really love that you've kept that even though you've had to grow up fast. I feel like group number 2, you've had to grow up really fast. Yikes. So group number okay. I never know what I'm gonna get when I'm channeling for past lives. And I really don't know why this is coming through for you, group number 2, but this could be one of two things. You're either in love with the water, like you love the water. Like by the water I mean like the ocean, lakes and stuff like that, like bodies of water. Or you are terrified of the water. For some of you, you might have had like a near-death experience in the water. I'm getting a lot of really crazy messages, but trigger warning. Trigger warning. I'm going to talk about death. Okay, so if that's a topic that you're sensitive about, you might want to skip this part. So, I'm hearing for you, group number 2, that some of you actually died in a body of water. Like your body was actually never found. I really don't know where this is going, you guys. Just give me a second. Like, I'm gonna pull out more cards and see where this is going. But it's like you didn't die. Like you died, like your physical body died, but that's so weird. Something took you in there, in the ocean. If you're not a believer of these kind of things, then this is definitely not going to be a reading. But like if the ocean has always been like so interesting to you, like you've always wondered like what's down there, like is there like other worlds there? So maybe you're like a fan of The Little Mermaid or like movies that are about that, like like Atlantis. You might actually even be connected to Atlantis. I'm hearing for some of you that might be a thing for you, or somehow you just feel like the ocean calls you. You might be like really interested in mermaids, like you believe in that. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I just really feel, I mean, you could skip this part if you want. Like, if you don't want to listen to me, that's fine. But I feel like when you died, and like this was a really long ass time ago, somehow you died in the ocean or the water, a big, large. I do feel like it's the ocean. And when your physical body died, something else took you. Like your spirit was taken into the sea by something or someone. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get more cards in a minute when I'm done channeling all of these other ones. So group number 2, I feel like a lot of your gifts are not yet woken. You might be aware of some things that you are able to do, or you might know it. This could be one of two things. Like you either already know, or you're not going to know until you're older. I feel like your gifts are going to develop as you grow older. But one of them is definitely, I mean, you're wise. You're so wise. I do feel like you've got the spiritual wisdom. Yeah, that kind of a wisdom, spiritual wisdom. Because you've learned how to heal yourself. You've had to learn how to like solve problems for yourself from a very young age. You might actually even be the mother, you know, and like for your mom. Like maybe your mom wasn't really able to be your mom, or maybe you didn't grow up with a mom. But it's like you're the mom. Like maybe your mom goes to you to talk to about things, you know. But I do feel like your hands hold a very healing energy, and you might actually have felt that already. Like kind of like if you place your hands over someone or like you're even yourself, you can feel like fire in your hands. You might even feel sometimes like that your body overheats sometimes. This is energy that is wanting to come out and wanting to be used. um, and you can do that by you can hug a tree. Obviously ask the tree for permission. Hug a tree. I know it sounds so hippie, dude. Like I used to just like cringe at this stuff, but like it's for real. Like it really works. It really works. You gotta like let that energy out if you're not using it. Like you can use it through your art. You can use it through healing, through magic. But yeah, sometimes if you feel like a little staticky, like when you touch people or you touch metal things, like you get like a static reaction. That's because you're overcharged with energy. Okay, I'm gonna get some more cards here about you guys. Y'all are interesting. Okay, that was an accident. So definitely a lot of Egyptian energy is coming through. Big time Egyptian. So that's probably something that that might resonate to you. Ooh, the Nile River. The Nile River I'm hearing. Something about the Nile River. Ah. Hmm. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my gosh. Huh. Dude, I'm not even kidding. Like, some of you guys might be really connected to, like, the story of Moses. I don't know if you're, like, into the Bible or anything, but, I don't, dude, I'm just getting, like, heavy Moses energy. Like, Exodus, the book of Exodus. Like, if you haven't read that book, you should read it. It's so cool. It's about, you know, Moses' story. I just heard something here. I don't know what that was. Okay, just give me a moment, cause I'm trying to figure out, cause I'm hearing two different stories here. Um. Yes. Okay, I got it. Okay, so group number two, I feel like your beliefs took you to places that were not good, and somehow, oh yeah, I'm hearing that someone put you in a position where you had to like um say, like, reject your beliefs, like deny who you are, or who you believed in, or what you believed in. And from that, because you stood by what your beliefs were, um, you were you were a slave. You were a slave in Egypt. That's for some of you, okay? Like, if you've kind of felt that, I know nobody likes to believe that, but it's like, I'm looking at the sixth house here. It's like something that is, you know, the sixth house is like constant routine. You know, it's like, it's our daily routine life. So it's like work, you know, our work ambient. But you had some sort of key, you had some sort of magic, some sort of ability. This could be healing something, but I feel like it's just weird though, because I mean, I'm not going to try and get into like my belief systems or anything, but like the Egyptians were, dude, they were something else. They were onto something. You know, they believed some really crazy things, which makes it, that's what it gets confusing for me. That how come your belief system kind of went against theirs, and therefore got you into trouble, and you were imprisoned or like used as a slave. Lessons and blessings. Lessons and blessings. I feel like you had a really tough life, but somehow you had like a promise. Someone or something made you a promise to come back as a queen or something. Yeah, I'm hearing that. Like, because you stood by your belief system, whoever, whatever it was that you believed in back then, promised you that you would be back as a queen, and you did. You reincarnated back into Egypt. And I'm not saying you were a queen, but I'm saying like you had some sort of a status once you reincarnated. I do feel like you were killed, prosecuted, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why I even said that word. It just kind of came through. Yeah, okay. Let's get some more cards here. How cute. This one has a bunny. Oh no, that's so weird. Look at this. Don't these look the same? Something set you free when you died, dude. I feel it. You were transformed. Look, we got butterflies here. You were transformed when you died. It's like you accepted this death very heroically. And thanks to that, you were able to evolve, or to like to reincarnate as something great. It's really difficult sometimes to channel these kind of things, for me at least, because I pick up on a lot of past lives and like certain details from other lives that have nothing to do with, you know, this one, and some really crazy dark stuff. So the number 2, I don't know why I saw the number 2 for some reason. For you, I thought, whoever you were, group number 2, you were definitely very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. You've lived so many lives. I bet you anything you guys feel like old souls. Like you guys are so wise. Like you probably feel like you were born in a different time. Right? That's cold. I think I need new batteries. My AC controller. Something about your family was dark, or something was kept in the dark. Maybe you felt like you were kept in the dark for a long time. There could be some dark secrets within the family. Yeah, like wasn't I picking up on that earlier? Like maybe there were some things that some dark secrets. I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying that. I think I'm confusing things. But look, like we have the number 4 up here with the 40, and we have darkness here. The number 4 is connected to the family, our home situation, home living situation, our family. It could be some secrets, some dark secrets within the family when you were growing up until now, maybe. It's like, I don't know, dude. I'm looking at this bunny here, and rabbits are like, to me anyway, they're like adorable, and they're so cute, and they're indefensive. Like you could easily harm a bunny. I don't know. I feel like maybe you guys saw a lot of things that you shouldn't have when you were a kid. Yeah, it's like you guys were forced to grow up really fast. And you got all of this wisdom. Rebirth could be like a thing for you where it's like you really had to like go through some shit to be where you are today. To be stable, a lot of transformation. Yeah, you know, for some of you, there could have been some near-death experiences. Or just like constantly spiritual ascension is difficult. So like maybe there's like a constant spiritual ascension, you know, where you're constantly being tested, and but you grow from that. Like you evolve each time. Yeah, that's interesting, because we had the horses here, and I said courageous, and then We got courage, bravery, strength, beauty. Seriously? Why? I'm sorry if you see the top of my head. Infinity. I think you guys can see things that other people can't. And this could be either like in the 3D, you know, like just being able to see through people, or like more on the spiritual realm. Like you might be able to see dead people or spirits. You might be able to connect with that. For some of you, you might have like gone through some really deep, crazy things related to the spiritual world, like really dark stuff. Something maybe that might have almost cost your life, or you thought you were gonna die, or someone was gonna kill you or something, in regards to like spiritual, something spiritual related. This could be even magic, through magic. But dude, like all of those things that you've gone through, group number 2, it's like it's part of your destiny, it's part of your life purpose. Yeah, 8. So I feel okay. Sorry, I'm getting a few messages here. So one of them is, you were meant to connect through social media with others on regards to whatever it is that you know. I do feel like it is spiritual, like something related to magic or your life experience, because you've obtained some sort of wisdom that not just anyone can have. And it might seem like nothing to you, group number 2. Like you might think it's like whatever, you know, it's just things that people go through. They know, they don't. I feel like you've gone through some really crazy things in your life. A lot of transformation, a lot of rebirth, and there's something about you connecting with people on social media, social networks, to share this knowledge, to share this wisdom. Some of you actually might be psychic, so, you know, sharing your psychic abilities with the collective, as I do. And I do feel like a lot of the lessons that you've had to learn in this lifetime has been like karmic, that has been like passed down through your family. And that's the healing that you've had to do. Healing things that came from your family. So that's your job in this lifetime. Breaking those karmic cycles and healing your lineage. And I think that you are doing that, group number 2. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say in regards to this reading. I hope that you connected with it and that you learned something about yourself, or just confirmed some things that you already felt and knew. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go eat something because my stomach is grumpy. It's grumbling. I don't even know how to talk, dude. Like I want to slap myself sometimes. I shouldn't talk. But anyway, you have a good one. You take care. Take care. See you on the next one. Hi, group number 3. This is your reading. Welcome to your reading. We're going to get started. As per usual, I like to use my astro dice and my charms to channel your messages. to channel and connect with your energy so that you can start getting familiar with the reading. So I want to do something first before we get started. The past life readings for me are very special. I don't take them lightly. So I'm going to ask you to do something for me. So first of all, like if you want to get an incense to clear the energy, that would be nice. You don't have to, only if you are able and if it's available to you. Or, turn on your favorite candle. Get yourself comfortable where you are relaxed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to count in 3 breaths, each one being 5 seconds. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. I'm going to count you in. And while you're doing that, I would like for you to mentally start giving me permission to let me enter into your energetic and auric field. Ow, I just burnt myself with an incense. I don't think that's a coincidence, by the way. We'll see what's up with that. Ooh, I'm thinking of something, but we'll see. I forgot to turn on my scented candle. I work with fire a lot, so it's really important for me to have a candle on when I am channeling. So this time, I'm gonna go around so that I don't burn myself again. There we go. Okay, so are you ready? Let's do this. Here we go. So we're going to start inhaling at my count. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it in. And release through your nose. Gently. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it in. And release slowly, gently through your nose. And one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it in. And release gently, slowly. So remember to have an open mind and to have an open heart. All right? And be open. Definitely be open to hearing the messages. Okay? All right. Oh, yes. I thought I deserved a little treat, so I got myself some Diet Coke. So whatever you want to drink, if you're drinking anything, cheers. All right, Holy Spirit, let me connect with group number 3. Who are they? And what is it that they have to know in regards to their past life or past lives that is going to impact them in this life, or that is impacting them in this life? Whoa. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. So we have a very, very interesting and special placements that we have right now in my little magic crystal ball. We have the 12th house, we have Mercury, and we have a Libra. Dude, the 12th house, if you have placements, I wouldn't be surprised if you have strong 12th house or 8th house placements. Like, I'm pretty sure that you guys are psychic. Pretty sure at least that you felt it within you somehow. You guys are freaking psychic. Now, this could be for some or no, but maybe you guys have a very close connection with the spiritual world. like somehow it's just really easy for you to access that side, maybe even involuntarily, like maybe you grew up seeing ghosts or seeing things that others couldn't. You had very strange dreams that they're not dreams. You're like, this is more than a dream, this is something else type of thing going on. I do feel like you guys are, and this is very interesting actually because I have Mercury in my 12th house, so I just realized that. So maybe you do too. Maybe you have Mercury in the 12th house, or maybe you have Libra in the 12th house. But having placements, actually, that's very interesting. I wonder if this is my pile, because Libra is ruled by Venus, and Taurus is also ruled by Venus, and I have Taurus in the 12th house. So, that's interesting there. How maybe even Pisces, Capricorn, and Aquarius could be of relevance to you. You could have these placements or these type of tendencies, these qualities. Communication, yeah, there's some sort of communication here with the other world. With you might have a very strong subconscious, like you're very aware of your reality, and you're very aware of self-aware. That's what I want to say. You're very self-aware. It's like you analyze yourself, you analyze others, and I feel like you're more on the spiritual side of life. Like you're very conscious, you're woke, you're very woke. I feel I think that you also have a I think you're very intelligent. Like, yeah, maybe book smart and all that, but the intelligence that I feel that you have is like beyond. I feel like you guys are very psychologically intelligent. It's what I'm picking up on. It's like you can pick up on people, like when they're trying to manipulate you or when they're trying to persuade you, like you pick up on everything. I feel like you pick up on red flags very easily. Like you can just see through people. And somehow I feel that you trigger people as well, because you don't fall for their games. Yeah, I am picking up on that for you. Let's get some charms. Like maybe when you were younger it was easy to deceive you, but now that you're older and wiser, not so much. Okay. Dang. Whoa, okay. So I'm picking up on some interesting things here. Now, you might feel like something is missing in your life right now. You might be missing something, missing someone. You might be a little nostalgic at this time. I am picking up that for some of you it is related to matters of the heart, romantically speaking. And for others of you, you might like not really know where you are, like where you're going in life. Oh, I'm feeling something in my chest, like almost like you want to scream, but you don't want anyone to hear you. Like you might feel like you got so much going on. Maybe you got so much going on in your life, overwhelming, and you got so much to figure out, and you just don't know where to go, don't know where to start. And maybe you've tried, but you've gotten nowhere. Maybe you have not found the answers, and you're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. So immediately I'm seeing that you guys are creatives for sure. And I mean, I know that sometimes when people talk about fame or, very important missions in the collective readings, it might sound a little overboard or not very grounded. And I really, like I've told you, I really try to keep my readings grounded as much as I can. But excuse me, I feel like you guys got like star quality. I feel like if you guys wanted to be famous, like you could like be successful in it. But somehow I'm also I'm feeling that I almost said fear. I almost said fear. Some of you guys actually fear to be known. Maybe there's some parts of you that you don't want exposed of yourself, and you like to be in the shadows, but it's like deep down you might know that you're destined to fame or destined to expose yourself somehow. Oh my gosh, yeah. Whoa, okay. Whoa. I'm looking at the sun right now. I mean, not literally. I'm on the astro dice. I'm looking at the sun, and then we have Neptune right next to that. And it's interesting that this is really crazy. Because we have Pisces here, and Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Originally it was ruled by Jupiter, but now it's ruled by Neptune. And you guys know that. Well, if you don't, I'm telling you now, Neptune rules the dream state, the dream world, fantasies, intuition, spirituality, with Pisces. So you guys, I feel like you guys are really freaking psychic, like big time psychic. And also, I'm looking at the 7th house and Libra. Interesting. Libra rules the 7th house. So something about relationships, your relationships, connections, or connecting with others, and your skills, your gifts, and your talents. Because I'm also seeing very musically talented, or something related to the arts. Libra is all about creativity and artistic things, beauty. It is ruled by Venus. So, and we do have a little music charm here. So maybe music is really important to you somehow. Maybe you're a musician, a singer, relate to it somehow. Maybe you're a dancer. But I feel like you guys are so strong at your core. Like, you got a really strong heart. Big time strong heart. Like, I feel like you've been through a lot of pain, that you can handle almost anything. Like, your resiliency has gotten you so far. And at times you're like, okay, this is enough. At times you feel like you don't know how many more tests you can take. You're just like, why am I on trial? We're going to find out. We're going to find out, because I feel that somehow it is related to your past lives. Let's see. Oh. Oh, that is so interesting. Oh my god. This is so crazy. Whoa. Bro. Okay. I'm sorry. I get excited. Okay. Dude. We got Justicia here. Justice. Justice. We have Libra here. You know that Libra is justice. She's a justice card in tarot. Libra is a justice card. And we also have Aphrodite here with love. And it's very interesting because Venus, Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus is the planet of love. And we have the 7th house, which is committed relationships, marriage. Balance. You know what? Okay, this is supposed to be a reading about your past life, but for some reason, your present is being brought to the light at this time. Group number 3. I feel like you guys tend to overextend yourself. Like, you guys have overextended yourself many times in your relationships. And I'm not just saying like love related relationships. I feel like in all of your relationships, you've always overextended yourself. Like, you're always that friend that's always there. You're always the one that listens. You're always the one that understands. You're the wise one that people go to you to talk to you about their problems. And I feel like people really appreciate what you have to say, or they respect what you have to say, because you're someone who is very fair. Like, it is justo, it is justa. You're someone who's very fair and just. You know how to look at both perspectives of a situation. And I feel that you are very nurturing. And I feel like you, like, as much as you know how to be nurturing and loving and caring and giving, you also know how to deceive as well. Like, I feel that you guys are kind of like master manipulators in a way. But I don't feel that this comes from a place of hate or evil. I feel that you've learned these things because of what you have gone through. Like, life has just put you in certain circumstances that it's taught you evil. Not to use it, although you might have had to use it, in your favor somehow. But it's just what you were given in this life. I feel like your relationships have been out of balance. You're always the giver and people are always the takers. Because you have so much to give, and people usually want you for the wrong reasons. Like, either because you're like really beautiful and you look good next to them, or because you have the resources. You're just someone who's very blessed. And you might say right now, Bunny, I am not blessed. Like, my life sucks right now. Like, really think about it. Group number 3. Think about who you are. Think about the talents that you have. Think about the gifts that you have. Think about the intelligence that you have. Those are gifts and those are blessings. You've worked really hard to develop these things. And you had to go through a lot to get to where you are. But they are blessings at the end of the day. Because I do feel like you are someone who is very envied because of who you are. I feel that you're envied for the gifts that you have, for your nature of who you are, of just being someone who's really likable. I do feel like you're someone who's very warm and someone who's very likable. You might be someone who's very funny, like really silly, joyous and childlike, but also you're so wise and so intelligent. I do feel that. But let's see how is this correlated to your past. Oh, I'm getting chills right now. Oh my God. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I'll get to it. Just one more. I knew it. I knew it. Group number 3. I'm literally screaming. Okay. Are you ready for this? Are you freaking ready for this, group number 3? You know how I burnt myself with incense? I'm gonna show you something. Literally, the smoke that is coming out of my incense. Oh no, it's shorter. But it was doing this. Do you see this? I'm sorry, don't look at my nails though. I'm like insecure about them. Because I haven't painted them. Do you see the smoke? That's what my incense was doing right when it burnt me. I knew it I'm sorry, I'm so excited. I knew it had something to do with it. So for one, I know that you were burned as a witch. I know that you know that. I know that you've known that you're a witch for a really long time. There was something mystical about you. You've always known. You've always known that you were different since you were a kid. And let me tell you something, group number 3. Even though you might not believe this right now, even though you might think that this can't be true, you are one of God's favorites. And I want to cry. So I really want to cry. You are one of God's favorites. You've been through so much. You've got so much wisdom. You have no idea how overlooked you are. Like, oh, I didn't mean overlooked, but I don't think that was a coincidence that I said that word, because I didn't even mean to say that word. But when the Holy Spirit decides to take over the reading, I can't control sometimes the things that I say. I feel like you were someone who was always overlooked. Oh, now I'm feeling sick and nauseated. Because sometimes the energy is so intense. I feel that you guys were someone who was like judged a lot. Maybe even from your own partners, like your own romantic partners. They used to judge you and criticize you for being you, your family. You were just the weird one, you know? You guys, I feel like a lot of you really believe like in Jesus and in God. Or like you're either like Catholic or something. Oh, There's so much about you. Oh my goodness. Group number 3. This is really intense. But I'm telling you right now. I'm sorry. This is serious, but I can't help it. I couldn't help myself. Dude, you've lived so many lifetimes. So you've done so much. Like oh my god, you have no idea the knowledge that you've obtained over your lifetimes. I would almost guarantee, I'm pretty sure that you guys, you're either like a life path, 11, 22, or 33. If you're not a life path number 11, 22, or 33, you could be a life path number 8. And I feel also that you have the same card as your life card and your soul card in the tarot, the major arcana. I'm pretty sure you have the same one. Most people have 2 different ones, one for each one, your soul card and your life card. I feel like you have the same one. When you have the same one, it means you're a very wise teacher from many lifetimes. So if you don't know what that is, go ahead and look it up on Google. It's very easy. You just like, you add up your date of birth. This is really intense. Oh my gosh, I just saw something that I haven't seen before. What? Group number 3. This group is the most gifted group of all the groups. This group is really crazy, intense, magical. You guys are healers, you're intuitive, you're psychic, you have a really strong power, group number 3. Like you know what? You guys might struggle with self-confidence. You might struggle with believing in yourselves. And this could hinder you from completely step into your full potential. But I feel like you're getting there. It's been a process. It's been a painful one. It's been a fucking painful one. But the only reason why your life is so hard, and that you could be very Saturnian, like you might have, very strong Saturn placements in your birth chart. But the reason why your life has been so hard is because you can overcome these challenges, because you have overcome a great deal of things in your past. Like, you guys are freaking intense, crazy. Okay, so Egypt could be a thing, but it's like, it doesn't even matter where, because you guys have been here for so long. You've lived so many lifetimes. Like, you've literally almost been through it all. Through every religion, through every country. So I feel like you guys are connected somehow to everything. Like, you can relate to everything. Like, you can understand different cultures. You can understand, or you have some sort of attraction towards other cultures or connection. I'm picking up Romania for some of you. Like, I literally just saw this tower and it looks like a castle, and I'm like, Dracula. Okay, so maybe Romania has some sort of significance to you, as well as Egypt. Egypt could be like a big thing for you. Okay, I just heard Netherlands. I just heard like I'm also hearing Israel. That's interesting. So sacred geometry is coming up here. And I don't know if you're into that, but I feel like somehow it's very relevant to you. Sacred geometry. It's like everything. You are beyond. I'm telling you, group number 3. I don't even know how to express this to you, but you are beyond religions. You are beyond, and I'm not trying to like freaking, believe me, you can listen to the other piles if you want to. I'm just like, I cannot believe that what I am seeing. You guys, and I really, I want to cry, I want to scream, and I want to hug you. Like, I just want you to know how crazy special you are. You are beyond religions. You are beyond the 3D. And some of you don't even know it. Like, I feel like you kind of feel it, but at the same time, your insecurities get in the way. Fear gets in the way. And I kind of feel, actually, that people have told you that there's just something about you. Like, I feel like you guys impact people's lives. Somehow, when you meet people, you just kind of tend to leave a mark on them. You transform their lives. Like, they're never going to forget you. You meet many people in this lifetime. But very, very little people actually leave a mark, and they will like remember you forever. You guys are the type of people to leave that mark where people will remember you forever. Your path has been a dark one. It has been a difficult one. You've been through drought. You've had good times, and you've had many bad times. You've been through drought, but I'm hearing the Lord say, I needed to prepare you for what is to come, for what I have waiting for you, because what you're about to receive now, this doesn't have, this doesn't mean now, but soon. It's your destiny. God is saying, what I have prepared for you, I need you to be stable, and I need you to be grounded, and I need you to know who you are when I take you there. Because people are going to want to push you down. People are going to want to tear you down, group number 3. So you need to prove how grounded you are and how firm you are standing in your ground. Like, nothing can tear you down. So you're going through this tough passage. It's a long one, it's a difficult one, but there is something great. And look at this thunder, and I'm getting chills, dude. I'm getting chills because earlier, as I was watching a video that I recorded recently, because I was looking at it because someone sent me notifications on it, or they put a comment. I wanted to go see it. And it's when I was listening to that video, a big thunder broke the sky. It was so loud. Even my cats got scared. It was so loud. And I was like, what the heck? As soon as I was like listening to that video, and I just heard a voice say, the Lord has spoken. God has spoken. And I got chills running down my spine, and I went outside to go see if it was about to rain. It was the brightest sunny day. It is bright and sunny. So it was like so weird, and it's like, it's not common to have thunder. What? To have thunder in Cabo San Lucas. So even my cat got excited. She's like, she wants to join the fun. And it's interesting that I'm looking at this thunder. It's like a confirmation for me that it's true. That my life might seem dark and rocky right now. Maybe it has been your whole life. But trust me when I say, trust me that there is a big part of your destiny that is meant to be I'm sorry. I was hearing something. I've heard you are going to be the thunder. You are going to be the thunder. You are going to be the center of attention. You're going to be the center of attraction. And you might not want this. You might feel scared about this. But deep down, you know it's part of your destiny. And you can't run away from it. You're a natural born witch. You were born a witch. You have a long line of witch blood in you for many lifetimes. You were burnt at the stake. That's 100% sure, like certain. You might have feared fire for some time, like maybe when you were growing up, you were afraid of fire. Maybe you still are. And it's interesting because near-death experiences are coming up in these readings. So you might have had a near-death experience, but I feel like yours was like a psychic attack near-death experience, group number 3. Some of you might resonate to that. Some of you might not. But it's like, dude, I just heard cult leader. I don't know why I heard that. But cult leader. And I'm not trying to tell you to go and start a cult or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I feel like you guys are going to be very influential when it comes to some sort of spiritual gift of yours. Look, we got wisdom, medicine, woman. I'm telling you, you guys are healers. You guys are wise. You guys are intuitives. Let's see. I'm getting chills, like big crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. God, oh my god. Oh my god. And when I say oh my god, is I'm literally telling God, oh my god. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Oh my gosh. Whoa. That when God speaks, he is very loud and clear. I'm telling you. Add those numbers. What number do you get? 12. God, this is so weird. Natural. 12. The mind, subconscious, ascension, spiritual ascension, your inner yogi. That is your strength. That is your purpose in life. That is your purpose in life. Check your north node. You might have Aquarius, Pisces, Capricorn, or Libra as your north node. You might have Neptune. You might have Mercury. You might have the sun in your 12th house. I think that the occult is your thing. It's funny because my cat, she's underneath the sheets. She's like inside of the sheets in my bed. And she's a black, like she's all black. all black cat. And you know that in tarot, cats will represent intuition, magic, secrets, the occult. So I feel like you guys, the occult is definitely part of your destiny. Being psychic is part of your destiny, your life purpose. Dude, you are being prepared for something crazy, group number 3. I really would love to know who you are. Whoever watches this video, please comment. I would really love to know who you are. And I would love for you to share your story if you are open to do that, to confirm these messages. I would really love to know who you are. You are so special. Look, 8 with 26. Number 8, transformation, the occult, magic, astrology. You're probably into all that. And look what this says, surrender. You're going through the fire. You've been through fire. And look at this, extremes. Extremes. You are being tested. You are going through the fire. And you want to know why? Why you're being called to surrender and trust and believe that you are the creator? Because from that, you're going to attract abundance in many forms. Look, we got 11 right there. The 11th house, social media, networking. You're meant to be known. You're meant to connect. You're going to be provided for, group number 3, but you really need to believe that. And I know that's difficult. That is such a hard thing to tell somebody to do. But you have to start learning how to do that. And for some reason, I'm hearing sacred geometry, subconscious. That's what you need to learn how to dominate. Look up videos. There's so many masters. There's I don't know if you guys are familiar with Gaia. It's a streaming service, but for people who are interested in more spiritual type of topics, the occult and artificial intelligence, it's such a cool app. Go on there. I think they have a few videos on YouTube as well from Gaia that you could watch, but it's totally worth to get the subscription. Totally worth it. It's nurturing, it's educational, and they have so many great videos about the subconscious and how to reprogram the brain with scientific explanations and everything. This is obviously not sponsored by Gaia, but I hope one day it's going to be sponsored by Gaia. But it's done wonders for me in education. But anyway, so I'm going to cut that here because this is getting a little lengthy and a little too intense. But group number 3, I really hope that you connected with this reading. I loved doing this for you. I loved to be able to channel with your magical energy. And I'll see you on the next one.